Hi, and welcome to a tutorial on JavaScript. In today's tutorial, we'll be going over the comparison operators. The comparison operators include the equal to, which has a symbol of two equal signs, a not equal to, which has a symbol of an exclamation point and an equal sign, a greater than, which has a greater than sign, a less than that has a less than sign, a greater than or equal to that has a greater than or equal to sign, and a less than or equal to with a less than or equal to sign. Let's go ahead and let's walk through this one by one so I can demonstrate to you how these comparison operators work. So the comparison operators can compare a variable to a variable to a string, and a variable to a number. In our demonstration, we're going to compare a variable to a number. So we simply do this by creating a variable x, which I'm going to equal to 10. Let's do the equal to comparison first. We do this by typing x equals 10. Let's walk through this. X, which equals 10, equals 10. This is true because 10 equals 10. Let's change the 10 to an 8. X, which equals 10, equals 8. This is false because 10 does not equal 8. Let's go to the not equal to. We do this by typing the exclamation point equal to. Let's change the 8 back to the 10, and let's do our comparison. X, which equals 10, does not equal 10. This is false because 10 equals 10. Let's change the 10 to an 8 and do the comparison. X, which equals 10, does not equal 8. This is true because 10 does not equal 8. Let's go to the greater than. We simply do this by doing the greater than sign. Let's change the 8 back to the 10. X, which equals 10, is greater than 10. This is false because x equals 10. Let's change this 10 to a 12. X, which equals 10, is greater than 12. This is also false because 10 is not greater than 12. Let's change the 12 to an 8. X, which is 10, is greater than 8. This is true because 10 is greater than 8. Let's do a less than comparison. Let's change the 8 back to 10. X, which equals 10, is less than 10. This is false because x equals 10. Let's change 10 to 12. X, which is 10, is less than 12. This is true because 10 is less than 12. Let's change the 12 to an 8. X, which equals 10, is less than 8. This is false because 10 is greater than 8. Let's do a greater than or equal to. We do this by putting a greater than sign and an equal to sign. Let's change the 8 back to a 10 and do our comparison. X, which equals 10, is greater than or equal to 10. This is true because x equals 10, and that is included. Let's change the 10 to a 12. X, which equals 10, is greater than or equal to 12. This is false because 10 is actually less than 12. Let's change the 12 to an 8. X is greater than or equal to 8. This is true because x equals 10, and 10 is greater than 8. Let's change this 8 back to a 10, and let's do our less than or equal to comparison. We do that with a less than sign and an equal to sign. Let's walk through this. X, which is 10, is less than or equal to 10. This is true because 10 is equivalent to 10, and that is included. Let's change the 10 to a 12. X, which is 10, is less than or equal to 12. So 10 less than or equal to 12. So this is true because 10 is less than 12. Let's change the 12 to an 8. X, which is 12, is less than or equal to 10 or 8. This is false because 10 is not less than 8. In closing, I have walked you through the comparison operators and the symbols that go with those comparison operators. The comparison operators consist of an equal to with two equal to signs, a not equal to that has an exclamation point and equal to sign, a greater than which has a greater than sign, a less than that has a less than sign, a greater than or equal to that has a greater than and equal to sign, a less than or equal to that has a less than or equal to sign. Thank you for watching.